Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Tigers Basketball on the Tigers Media Network. I'm Miller Calhoun, joined by Stephen Thompson here momentarily, Jason Liggett, our producer, on the camera. And we're ready for tonight's senior night game between the Urbana Tigers and Danville Vikings. Stephen, what are your keys for tonight's game?
Execution. That's all I got.
You want to elaborate a little on that, or?
You know, just executing your play.
Are we playing Jeopardy?
Execution. And what I mean by that is both teams executing their plays. Don't let the other team run their stuff.
Very well. Tigers start out here in a kind of like a box and one on Aaron Haupt as Alaria Jackson's face guarding her. That'll be a travel. Urbana Tigers ball. Interesting defensive setup on the first play there by the Tigers. Alaria playing a box and one, face guarding Aaron Haupt, who in her last game scored 43 points. Passes a shot from number 21, Michaela Gray, is good. 3 points. Danville coming in hot. They've had a good stretch recently.
Turnover by Amaya Baller.
Kayla Gray down the court, bump. And that'll be a foul on Amaya Baller, her first.
As we've seen all year, this Tiger teams like to get out and run. So
they do like to get out and run, get easy baskets. They tend to struggle in the half court at times, so getting out and running in transition is going to be key for them. Shot no good. Number 13, Naomi Woods. Baller up the right side. Crossover to the basket, through the wall. Shot no good, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line. Amaya, one of the 3 seniors in the Urbana Tigers girls varsity team. Courtney Falk and Esri Vesely are the other 2. This is, of course, senior night, final home game for these 3 seniors. And Amaya, in particular, has had a memorable career. She misses the first free throw. 3 or 4 years on varsity, Stephen?
4 years.
4 years on varsity. Point guard, floor general, she's played a big part.
And has played all 5 positions on the court.
And Coach Menning's career here at Urbana. Second free throw good.
And tonight was also my last girls PA announcing.
Cheyenne Scott to the basket. Layup is good. Finishes through the contact. Tigers in their 2-1-2 press. Kind of interesting setup. Long pass to Gray. She'll attack the basket. Layup is good. That was a little too easy there for Danville. She just got right to the hole and finished.
Yeah. I think Courtney Falk has to make a commitment and slashing over. Or moving over, as I shall say.
Vesely, the offensive rebound. Scott thought about it. She'll drive. Jackson for 3. No good. Long.
As the Vikings get on a run, taken by Michaela Gray with the dime to Deriza Rose, and she gets it for 2. And
that'll be a foul on Gray.
Going to be her first and team second.
Good push there by Cheyenne. Way to get it up the floor, draw the foul. With keying on Aaron Haupt, Gray's stepped up here in the first couple of minutes. She's passed it, got a couple of buckets. 5 quick points for her. First free throw is good.
Second one, no good, and rebounded by Naomi Woods. Leaked out to Deriza Rose, stolen away by Baller. She slows it down.
Easy pass to intercept right there for Amaya. Jackson on the take, and she's fouled. She'll be heading to the free throw line. Foul on number 15. Last name Rose. I'm not going to try to pronounce that.
Deriza Rose.
Sure, we'll go with that. We'll take Steven's word for that one. First free throw good.
And the Vikings leads down to 1. And the riser, correction, Naomi Woods couldn't get it to go. And an offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Larry Jackson. You're not complaining about that one, though. It's a good aggressive take by her. They must have got her for lowering the shoulder on that one because there really wasn't any legal guarding position right there, but she did lower her shoulder. Gray for 3, no good. Off the hand of Vesely, and it'll stay with Danville.
There's Michaela Gray. Dishes to Rose, and an air ball rebounded by Haupt.
She gets her first touch of the game, misses the layup.
Blocked by Courtney Fout.
Payne no good. Jackson screaming to her teammates that she wants Haupt. She's taken on the assignment and done a pretty good job so far. Gray behind the back. Woods back to Gray.
And a
Step back 3.
What a move by Gray as she hits the step back for 3.
She's off to a good start with 8 early points.
Be out of bounds.
Deflection.
And the foul's going to be on
Danville. That'll be their team's 4th.
Foul's going to be on Erin Haupt, her first.
Quickly here in this first quarter, not even halfway through, Danville with 4 team fouls. Faulk to Baller, she'll drive. Bounce, should have gone up with that one. Bounce pass stolen away. Haupt to down the lane. Pass to Rose, layup, good. Nice pass by Erin Haupt. Baller over to Scott, good look for her from the corner.
Got it.
She'll hit that all day. Open look for her is money. 12-9 Danville, halfway through the first quarter. Gray, the spin, the one-footed floater. And another foul on Danville on the over the back. It'll go back to Urbana.
It's going to be on Naomi Woods, her first, and team's 5th. Quick five team fouls here. Three-point basket taken by Miracle Payne, no good, and jump ball.
Deflection there by Erin Haupt. A little sloppy here right now. Gray the crossover to the basket. Out to Haupt. 3-pointer short. She's usually money from out there, but she might be a little gassed trying to get open. Scott down the lane. Stopped by Payne off Scott's leg, and it'll go back to Danville. Urbana playing a little sloppy here so far, trying to push it. And it's resulted in a few turnovers.
As Akira Buford entered the game, replacing
Valeria Jackson. She'll probably get a quick blow and be back in here shortly. Double dribble on Danville.
As I say, that's probably the third team turnover.
Something close to that. Timeout Urbana. 2:32 left to go in this first period. Danville 12, Tigers 9. Not what we would expect so far. Aaron Haupt with 0 points on the board. Kayla Gray with 8 for Danville. As Tigers have clearly decided that they will play 4-on-4 basketball and take away Haupt on the defensive side.
Oh,
it's probably a smart strategy.
Yeah, I think Chris Minnick has done a great job scouting Danville. As he can see, Aaron Haupt's the best player on this Danville team, and she's known for her 3-point shooting.
Very well. She was WCIA 3 Player of the Week last week, I think, and 43 points in a game. That's
pretty amazing.
That's no small feat. Pass to Vesley. Good pass by Buford. Left-hand layup by Vesley's good. That was a nice job to break the press there.
I think the last time we've seen, known a person from the area score 43 points is Ariel Scott.
Miracle Payne for 3. And now we see Akira Buford face guarding Aaron Haupt on defense. And a steal. Rose to the basket, and she'll be fouled and head to the line. Could have passed it ahead, decided to attack it for herself, and she'll go to the line for 2. Foul on number 5.
Akira Buford. Her first, team's third, and at the line is Naomi Woods. On netter.
Raven Russell checking into the ball game, a normal starter, but because it's senior night, she'll come off the bench. Senior Courtney Falk, take a seat.
And the second one good. Danville lead is up to 6.
Bounce pass into Russell. Back out to Scott. 3-pointers, no good. Might have been fouled on the shot, no call. Risky pass by Payne up ahead. Rose, floater short. Rebound by Vesley. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow gives it to Danville.
And a near steal as Aaron Haupt gets her touch. And basket good by Theriza Rose.
Danville sends the lead 19-11. Buford layup, good. Nobody back on defense for Danville. Great pass by Amaya Baller.
As we are under the 1-minute mark here in the first quarter. And Theriza Rose goes up and under. Can't get it. And rebounded by Raven Russell.
Baller up the right side. She'll attack. Kick it to Russell. The elbow jumper is way off. Vesley there for the rebound, no good. Scott the follow, good.
And Cheyenne Scott has 8 points.
Urbana attacking the weak side offensive glass. Results in 2, and they've cut the lead to 4. High scoring first quarter here. Steal by Scott and a foul on Danville. Nice defensive play there by Russell and Scott.
Foul's going to be on Rose. Her second.
Danville's 6th team foul here in this first period. 15 seconds to go. Urbana will most certainly hold for the last shot. Danville still in a little 1-2-2. Buford for three. Good.
Kira Buford for three.
Big shot by Kira Buford, and that'll be the end of the quarter. Huge shot by Kira. Cuts the lead to 1. And that was an exciting first period, Stephen.
Yes, a back and forth game. Two teams who like to get out and run.
As we enter the second period, it's 19-18 Danville with the lead. Cheyenne Scott off to a good start for the Tigers. She has 8 early points. Michaela Gray for Danville also has 8 points, but we haven't seen her in a while. She's been on the bench about half the first quarter. As this marks the last girls' home game for 2019. Girls will start regionals next week, and they'll be playing the winner of Rantoul versus Central in what appears to be a good matchup. Most likely Central will come out on top, and that'll be an exciting game between Central and Urbana.
Yes, indeed, and the Tigers have had this will be their first winning season in about 10 years.
As they have a 17-11 record. That's very respectable. Great year for Coach Menning and his girls team.
Great group of girls.
They're going to miss Amaya Baller at the point guard here. She's given them valuable leadership and floor general, leader of the team.
And Courtney Falk, who's been probably I'd say the most consistent in the program.
And Esri, both of them helping the rebounding aspect.
Yeah.
Both Esri and Courtney. Scott around the elbow. Floater is good. Tigers take the lead at 20-19. Cheyenne Scott with 10. Maybe we ought to not be talking about Aaron Hout, but maybe we talk about Cheyenne Scott. 10 early points for the Tigers junior. Shot by Conway, no good. Up to Scott. She'll pull the quick trigger. Shot is good. She's feeling it.
Cheyenne.
13 now for the junior.
Man.
Tigers take a 4-point lead.
A quick 13 points by Cheyenne Scott.
Danville coach Hightower is not very pleased right now with his Vikings.
And a very questionable call there, as foul's going to be on Cheyenne Scott, her first, team's fourth, and at the line is Michaela Gray.
Looks like Larry Jackson will be checking back into the game. First free throw is good.
Miller, have to say, it's a decent crowd for senior night tonight.
It is a great crowd. Great.
We got a lot of student athletes in the house.
Great show for tonight's senior night game. These girls deserve it. They've played hard all year and for their whole career, and they deserve a nice crowd for their senior night. Baller deflected, but right to Vesley. Scott for three, no good.
Rebounded by Jackson.
A little bit of a heat check. Ilaria, travel.
You only get 2 steps.
Thanks, Stephen. Thank you. Basketball 101 right there.
Man. Well, if you're James Harden, you get away with 5 or 6 steps.
Yeah, well, that's a different story, my friend. They don't play basketball. They play
Dancing with the Stars.
Surfing. Some dancing competition.
Yeah, Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Put them on there. Bet he'd win it.
Helped off the screen. Payne for three.
Dang.
Good. She's hit 2 of those. Danville takes the lead back 24-23.
And see, these are the type of games that I would like to commentate.
The steal by Woods. Gray pushing it up the right side. She'll pass it off to Woods. Woods, layup. Good. High off the backboard. Danville takes the 3-point lead. Baller up to Jackson. Up and down we go. Jackson attacks the basket. She'll be fouled, and she'll be heading to the free throw line for 2.
Foul's going to be on Miracle Payne, her first and team 7th, and the Tigers are in the bonus.
Tigers will be in the 1-on-1 for the remainder of the second period. Jackson first free throw is good. Second free throw, good. Kenzie Bostic will check into the game for Esri Vesley. Deflection by Russell, out of bounds. Danville will keep it. It's pretty remarkable how this Danville team is playing right now. They got to be pretty happy with the production they're getting from everybody except Erin Haupt, as she's been guarded pretty heavily the entire game. The rest of their team is producing and keeping them in it. Gray, the up and under, no good. Woods, Conaway, the follow, no good. Woods battling, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow keeps it with Danville. Payne for three, no good. Rebound by Russell.
Jackson for three.
Jackson for three, long.
Ooh.
Almost travel there by Woods. Grail control. Back to Haupt. Off the pick. Working the pick. She'll attack the basket, and she is fouled by Kenzie Bostic. This will be her opportunity for her to get her first points of the game. She has been held scoreless.
And the first one's good. And the second one's good. Maria Jackson gets the ball. This is to Baller. Baller drives and
layup is no good.
Rebounded by Russell.
Back out to Jackson. Kick it to Scott. She'll launch the three. Good.
Bang. Cheyenne Scott for three with 16 points.
She will pull it from anywhere. Haupt with the layup. She's got 4 quick points. Do not want to let her get going. She is a firecracker waiting to explode. Butler the offensive foul. That'll be her second. Decision here for Coach Menning.
Great call by Jeff Zerzak, one of the officials on tonight.
You know, Steven, you would know the ref's name.
Well, I got to announce him during the lineup, so.
Yeah, you probably know him. You probably know him from outside of. You probably knew him before today, I bet.
Nope.
Steven's known for knowing refs, umpires. He goes to the weekly umpire ref breakfast down at the Breakfast Club. So.
Oh man, Miller.
So if you want to be ref or umpire, just get ready to know Steven Thompson, because he'll be in your ear as Haupt controls it for Danville.
Well, if you're Abram Washington, I got to be in your ear.
Miracle Payne for three, no good. Haupt with the offensive rebound. Pass to Gray, layup, no good, but she'll head to the free throw line. Haupt just outworked the Tigers there on the glass. Rewarded her team with a chance at the free throw line. First shot is good. Cheyenne Scott, the hot hand for the Tigers. She's got 16 points here with 3:40 left to go in the second quarter. She gets the rebound. Looking to push. Attacks in the middle. Over to Baller. Over to Russell. Russell will drive baseline. Cut to the middle. Hook shot, no good. She will follow her miss and almost get the offensive rebound. Stolen by Baller on the pass from Gray. dropped by Buford, and it'll be a turnover. Danville 38, Urbana 31, Urbana 28. 3 minutes and change left to go in the second quarter. Woods attacks the basket. Layup no good. Good effort by Russell. And she will reward her team with possession as she gets the jump ball.
And a
timeout by Coach Hightower.
At one point, Coach Hightower was part of the boys' basketball program.
It's good insight, Stephen. Well, another basketball news. The Tigers, the boys team, is on a 3-game win streak at this point, and they'll be home tomorrow in action against Peoria Central, the Lions. So come out and check out that one. JV at 6, varsity at 7:30 here at the old Oscar Adams Gymnasium.
I want to give a shout out to our very own Peyton Sheen on scoring his 1,000 points.
Yes, sir.
On Tuesday
yes, sir.
Against Muhammad.
The senior, only his second year at Urbana, and he's already eclipsed the 1,000-point mark. So a great Urbana career for him up to this point. He's looking to extend that point total.
The first Tiger to do so in about 20-so years.
It's a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
Now, if you're wondering why there's no broadcast tomorrow, home game, you can
blame Jason.
Text or call Jason Liggett. Or meet him down at his office at UPTV. He'll be happy to answer your questions.
Yeah, so blame Jason if you're not getting the entertainment on tomorrow night, and it'll be Tigers ball.
Russell tried to squeeze it in there with the bounce pass, and that'll be another turnover for the Tigers. As Gray comes up hobbling a bit, maybe an ankle, rolled ankle. That's probably not good. That's not good for Danville. She's had a nice start to this game so far as a legitimate scoring threat to take the pressure off of Aaron Haupt.
As Rose dribbles.
And stolen away by Russell. Deflected and picked up by Buford.
And she goes coast to coast.
Conaway, layup, good. Off the turnover by Buford.
Cheyenne Scott, no good. Rebounded by Haupt.
Haupt maneuvers the lane. Scoop shot, no good, but she is fouled hard by Buford. And she will be heading to the free throw line. She got hit hard. Hear the O from the crowd. She gets up okay. But she will be at the free throw line.
As Aaron parents are in building tonight. And can't forget, we got to give my basketball team, Illinois, a shout out on the great win Tuesday night, knocking off number 9, Michigan State.
We don't have to, but, you know, we could. I mean, this is...
Since we want to throw out basketball facts out there.
I mean, but... You know, we don't want to assume that, you know, the audience is all Illinois fans, you know, I mean. No, well, I'm just kidding. It was a nice victory. I mean, you know, Michigan State's a little suspicious. You know, Kevin Helmick, if you're listening to this, you better start worrying about your Spartans because they're not very good right now. So if you're listening, I'm telling you, your team might not, the way they're going, they might not make it out of the first weekend, buddy. So
yeah.
Anyway, it was a nice victory by Illinois.
Yeah.
Helped my team, which will remain anonymous.
Nope.
Not going to share who my team is, but
if you guys want to know, his anonymous team is the Wisconsin Badgers.
I thought we were going to keep that a secret. But anyway, nope. Jackson fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line for a 1-on-1. Fouled by Conaway.
Well, if you want to
her
know,
first.
Miller likes the Wisconsin Badgers and the Missouri Tigers. So,
before you guys turn on me here, the viewers have a legit reason. After the free throw is no good, so we'll wait for that reason after we get another stoppage in play. Scott, pump fake. Floater, short. She'll save it to Bostic. But Russell throws it away right to Haupt. She'll dribble it up the lane. Layup is good, and one. Savvy move by Aaron Haupt right there to get the contact plus the bucket. Danville extends their lead to 8. 36-28 with 1:28 left to go in this first half. Okay, my legitimate reason. Both of my parents attended each university respectively, so therefore I have a reason. I have a divided household, so I didn't want to pick a side. I do root for Wisconsin more, but, you know. I mean, Steven likes Duke and Illinois, so, you know.
Oh, my. Here we go with this.
Russell, the shot off the backboard.
Never said I like Duke.
So, if you're going to call me a bandwagon, let's look in the mirror, buddy.
I am not a Duke fan. I'm not a Mike Krzyzewski fan.
As the Tigers are staying in this box and one. Gray, the floater is good, and they take an 11-point lead. Urbana has not scored in a while since they were up 28-27, I think. 28-25. It might be a 12-0 run, 14-0 run for Danville.
I would agree.
Baller to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. First shot is no good, and Tigers are missing their free throws here as Payne rips it away. She'll fall to the ground. Timeout, Danville. Tigers have not been making their free throws, and thus they are down by 11 here with 51 seconds to go in this first half. Do not want to get down here by 14, 15. Can't do it. Do not want to be down by that much at the half. Want to try to get this under 10. Head into the locker room, get a little pep talk, come out with some energy.
As
this is, after all, senior night, so you know the seniors.
Yeah, seniors got to give it all they got, because this may be the last time you ever touch a basketball. So you got to cherish that moment.
Well, you know, I mean, besides next week at regionals, but
well, yeah. Well, my bad. Apologies.
But yes, yeah. Yes.
The last time
at the crib, yes.
Yeah, at the crib.
This could be the last time touching a basketball. Actually, this will be the last time touching the basketball because they're, you know, regionals are not here, so. Last time playing a girls' basketball varsity game for some of these players on this court. Payne for 3. That would have been huge for Danville, but it is long. No good. Scott up the left side. Dribbles around. Vesley for 3. Well off. Did not hit rim. Scott forces it up. Great hustle there to get the offensive rebound. She'll be rewarded. She'll go to the line for 2.
And the foul's going to be on Aaron Haupt, her second. Team's 10th.
Correction. Woods, her second.
Oh.
But Aaron Haupt does have 2 fouls, so.
Gotcha.
Scott, first free throw good. She has 17 out of the 29 points for the Tigers.
And make the
second free throw, no good. Steven, you jinxed it. Haupt ahead to Gray. Foul line shot is good. She has 15 points here in this first half. Danville leads 41-29. 6 seconds. 3. Jackson's got to put it up. She doesn't. I don't know if she realizes. She doesn't realize, and the Tigers will not get a shot off. Danville goes ahead to the locker room, 41-29 here on Tigers girls varsity basketball senior night. Take a 12-point lead to the break. Steven, what do they need to do to turn it around in the second half? Because right now it's not looking too good.
It's got to get rid of the sloppy ball, and you just can't let Danville just come down the court and just score it, have an easy lane to the basket. And I think then you're just gonna have to come off of Aaron and worry about the rest of the team, because right now Aaron only has 8 points, and you gotta find a person who can stop Michaela Gray.
As we go to our halftime break, 10-minute short halftime break, stick with us here on the Tigers Media Network and come back for the second half of this Big 12 girls varsity basketball matchup. Stay with us. Welcome back to the second half of this Tigers Media Network broadcast between the Urbana Tigers girls varsity versus the Danville Vikings here in this Big 12 matchup. Senior night here at Oscar Adams Gymnasium. Urbana comes into the second half down 12, looking to get a rally going. Jackson's pass deflected and out of bounds. It'll stay here. Steven is eating some type of protein. He'll be back with us in a second. I don't know what that was. It could have been chicken. It could have been something. I don't know. But he'll be with us momentarily. And a turnover to start the half.
It's actually fish.
I was going to say catfish. Was it catfish?
Yeah.
Pretty smart right here. Anyway, Urbana will stay with this box and one defense here, face guarding Aaron Halb and playing 4-on-4. But now they're kind of in a two at top, two on top, two on the bottom, which is a box and one. So they're playing a box and one. Everybody packing in the lane with Ilaria face guarding Aaron Halb.
Well, looks like we're going to see the ball held.
And Danville is holding the ball on the perimeter, trying to get Urbana to come out of their defense, and a turnover by Michaela Gray. Trying to be a little too fancy right there. Baller to Jackson in the corner. Three-pointer is no good. Strong. She has not had a great night offensively.
And stolen by Baller in a spin move, and she lost it. Stolen by.
Steven just came on the mic like Megatron. Like, I don't know if you guys just heard that, but like, he just came on the mic super deep, voice deep for no reason.
It wasn't that deep, was it?
It was pretty deep. Compared to your normal squeaky voice, it was pretty deep. As Rose is at the line for two. First free throw is good.
Lead now up to 13.
Second free throw is good. Baller picks her dribble up at half court to Vesley, back to Baller. She'll set up the offense. Over to Jackson, who will drive into the lane. Bucket's no good. Basket's on. I mean, the bucket does not count. Foul is on the floor. It'll be Tigers ball underneath. So, Steven, you mentioned that the Tigers need to play a little more clean basketball, limit the turnovers, and come out with a little more energy. And so far, they've really haven't done either. Energy's decent, but still turning the ball over a little too much, being a little sloppy. Screen by Cheyenne. Ilaria will bounce past to Courtney, and that'll be another turnover. Gray will take the three. Shot is no good. Offensive rebound, airballed. Layup. Baller up the right side. To Scott. Wide open three. No good. Strong. Rose up the floor. Layup. No good. Rebound by Baller. Up and down we go. Over to Scott. The right. falls down. Back out to Baller. Travel. Another turnover for Urbana. Still no points yet in this second half. Haupt will control it for Danville. Screen from Gray. Another screen. Haupt working hard to orchestrate the offense.
Great defense by Ilaria Jackson. Oh, and a spin move by Aaron Haupt.
Great defense by Jackson. Over to Rose. She'll fire a three. No good. Rebound by Baller. Push it up ahead to Scott. Scott bounce pass over to Falk, over to Jackson. She'll launch the three. No good. Scott rebound. Put it back up. No good, but she'll head to the free throw line for two. She's done great work on the weak side glass tonight.
And Cheyenne Scott have 17 points on the night.
Looking for number 18.
And indeed, she will get 18. Because the first one is good.
Payne and Conaway into the game for Danville. Woods and Davis check out.
As Raven Russell will soon to be checking in.
Second free throw is good for Scott.
And she will. Replacing
Russell into the game for Falk. Russell guarding Gray up top. Vesley over to Russell. She'll push it up the right side. Loses her dribble.
As Baller gets it, dishes to Jackson and dishes to Scott and back to Jackson in the corner for three, and she still cannot hit from beyond the arc.
Her shot has been off tonight. She only has 4 points on the night. No threes yet for her. But she has put it work in on the defensive end. Danville still up by 12, 43-31. Steal by Scott. Back to Conway, but she stepped out. Back to Urbana. 3:19 left to go in this third quarter. Urbana, more than 4 minutes in, has only scored 2 points. So they've come out a little slow here to start the second half. They're going to need a rally to get back in this thing. Scott for three in the corner.
Bang!
Yes!
Nothing but net.
Scott with 22. She's been the igniter for the Tigers tonight.
And it leads back to under double digits, as I should say. And Haupt with the ball, guarded by Jackson. And, and that's Vesley with the rejection.
Payne's three-point attempt is blocked by Vesley.
As Esri says, not in my house.
This is her house tonight. She is one of the three seniors. As I'm looking at the stat sheet Stephen provided me with, she has 37 blocks this year.
I'm pretty sure she leads the team.
Jackson over to Russell, back to Scott up top. Back over to Baller. Over to Jackson. She'll launch another three. That one is no good as well. She is cold from behind the arc. Conaway down the lane. Righty scoop is good. Danville back up 11. Under 2 minutes to go. Foul on Conaway. That'll be her second. Team's third. Jackson with
for three. Got it.
Three.
And Cheyenne Scott for three.
She's playing the role of Aaron Haupt tonight. She has 25 points. She's been lighting it up from deep.
Think she's going to go for 40?
Keeping the Tigers in this one. It's yet to be seen. I don't want to make any predictions or jinx anything, but she's carried the Tigers tonight. 25 of the team's 37. Timeout Urbana. They're down by 8 with 1:40 left to go in this third quarter. And I can't believe I messed that up. I said Jackson for three, and it was Scott for three. I can't believe I messed that up. You know? Shame on me. Urbana looking to gain some momentum, trying to get it under 5 for the end of this third quarter. If they can do that, they'll be in good position in the fourth.
And another rejection by Esri Vesley.
Russell, bounce pass, Jackson. She'll drive it this time, and that's what she needs to start doing. She draws the foul, going to the line for 2 shots. Says settling for another 3. She drove to the basket. She'll go to the free throw line, looking to put the Tigers down by 6.
And that's Conway's third.
Danville's 4th team foul. Jackson free throw good.
As you mentioned, get the lead down to 5.
I think they'll be in good shape, but they got to get it to 5.
As the lead is now down to 7. And down to 6. And Haupt dribbles. Reverse.
Haupt gets into the paint. She is dangerous in there, but she missed the runner. Rebound by Vesley.
As the Tigers had an opportunity to score, as Akira Buford comes in replacing Alaria Jackson.
And she'll get the task of face guarding Aaron Haupt.
She's done a fair job of doing that.
Haupt only with 8 points tonight, but her team is leading by 6. The deep 3 is no good. Conaway the rebound, and she might have traveled. Travel.
And a couple substitutions. As number 35, Noriah Matcham, checks in, replacing Conway. And we're under 1 minute here in the third quarter. Tigers trail 45 to 39. And Buford expands her range for 3, no good. Rebounded by Scott, and she gets the turnaround jumper.
Another weak side rebound by Cheyenne Scott.
And Cheyenne Scott has 27.
Down there, and she has 27 points. And that looked to be like a carry. No call. Rebound by Vesley. Baller. I almost said Bayer. Baller. Up to Russell. She's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Tigers only down 4. 12.6 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Russell can knock down these free throws. They'll be down 2. got a ball game here, Stephen.
Yes,
Late
we
surge
do.
by the Tigers.
I don't know what Chris Minnick said in the locker room, but it seems to be working. Yeah.
Sparked by Cheyenne Scott's deep three-pointer from the corner. Bostic checks in for Vesley. Esri's played really well tonight on the defensive end. Rebounds and blocks. Russell, second free throw, good.
And the Vikings lead is down to 3 with 10 seconds remaining.
Air ball layup, 2 seconds, 1 second. Cheyenne will launch, short, and we'll go to the fourth. Tigers make a furious comeback in the latter part of the third quarter to cut the lead to 3. They win that third quarter by 9. And we got a ball game here. Entering the fourth. 8 minutes to go in this final home game for the Tigers of 2019. Looking to come out on top.
Do you still pay attention to fantasy basketball?
Nope. Sorry, I do not.
Yeah, I've been slacking on checking my fantasy team.
My team is probably horrible.
You beat me last week.
Oh boy.
For some bad, I did some bad substitution as I left Kyrie and Paul George out of my lineup for 2 days straight.
It's not good, Steven.
I know.
I'm
Well,
a little disappointed.
well, I still have the 3rd best record in the league.
It's a long season, Steven. Fantasy basketball. You're interested into the draft maybe the first couple of weeks, and then by after that,
Yeah.
it's over with.
Yeah.
You're not checking it anymore.
That
'Cause
went
you gotta
with baseball.
The problem with the fantasy basketball is Gray shoots a 3 and it's short, rebounded by Payne, out of bounds to Urbana. Problem with fantasy basketball is it's a long season and you got to check it pretty much every day.
Yeah. Got to make substitutions in and out.
Fantasy baseball, you can pretty much set your lineup weekly and it's good. You know, you don't really have to make that many changes. But basketball, you know, you got to change it almost every day because different teams are playing and some teams are and some teams aren't playing. So that's why, you know, basketball, it's hard to stay into it. And it's the NBA, so it's, you know, boring. Baller down the middle, scoop shot, no good. Bostic, the offensive rebound, and she double dribbles.
As the Tigers are in a box and one.
Still in that box and one. Steal by Bostic. Russell up the right side. She sees an opening. Bounce pass. Nice bounce pass to Buford, and she's fouled. Great bounce pass by Raven Russell right there.
That's
Buford will go to the line for 2.
great IQ. As a timeout is taken by Danville, it's going to be a full, and that's going to be 4 fouls on Theresa Rose, team 6.
Both of these teams don't have very much depth, so foul trouble
Could
play a part down the stretch if we get to that point. So I want to tell a quick little story right here. I happened to find out as our gym is named Oscar Adams, right? You know, Oscar Adams Gymnasium. So I was going to church last weekend, and you know, one of our elders, you know, his name's Richard Adams. You know, so he's one of the elders. I'm talking to him in the sacristy in the back, you know, after the service, and he, like, yeah, you know, my father, I was talking, you know, we just beat, you know, Bloom Township after our big win last week for boys basketball. Turns out, that's Mr. Adams' father.
Oh.
So Richard Adams, who goes to my church, his father is Oscar Adams. So Oscar Adams is a legendary coach. First of all, a legendary football player here at Urbana. Offensive lineman. Team His senior year, I think, only averaged giving up 6 points. So their defense was pretty solid. Went on to coach many sports, wrestling, and and he's ended up coaching basketball. One of the legendary coaches of basketball. He was the coach of the team that last won regionals back in 1985.
Yep, and the Tigers are on pace to doing that this year.
So that's pretty ironic that I found that out. So that is the origin of the story of how I know someone who knows Oscar, the son of Oscar Adams.
Well, you know, Champaign-Urbana is a small town.
It is a small town. So, as the lead for the Tigers is down to, they are now down by 2.
43-45.
6:50 left to go in this game. Almost a steal by Buford.
Great defense by Kira. And stolen by Maya Baller. And she spins on Michaela Gray. Dishes
Over to Russell.
Ooh.
Good hustle by Russell to get on the floor, and the Tigers will keep it with the jump ball.
That is a great pass by
Baller inbounds to Russell. That'll be a blocking foul on Erin Haupt. That'll be her 3rd. That'll put Urbana in the bonus. 1-1 for Raven Russell. Foul comparison, Danville has 17 fouls, Urbana only 1. So the foul situation for the Tigers is very good. They'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way. Got to knock them down. Russell, first one, no good. Danville controls. Free throws are going to be critical for the Tigers down the stretch here.
As Rose gets the ball. As she dishes to Haupt. Back to Rose. And she just throws the ball away, and it's going to be...
And that looked like a bowling ball. Like she was rolling a bowling ball towards some pins.
Looks like a strike to me.
That was a strange-looking pass as it results in a turnover. Man. That's one of the strangest passes I've ever seen.
Well, I mean, it's a strike, and she strikes her way to the bench.
Baller, the jump shot is good. The elbow line jump shot. Her 3rd point of the night, and she ties the game up. 45 all. Amaya
may not score many points, but she's known for racking up the assist column. And she averages 7 assists per game. And great defense by Baller.
Oh, and if Russell would have put her hands up, she could have had a steal. Instead, Conaway layup, no. Woods layup is good.
And the lead back up to 2.
Jackson dribbles around and Haupt into the lane. She is fouled, and she will go to the line for 2. Corralled that ball like a running back, got in there, took the contact, and she'll go to the line.
And the first
free throw is good. Second free throw is good. Game is tied back up at 47. Payne for 3. High arching shot is no good. Baller attacks the basket, no good. Russell back out to Scott for 3.
Got it! Cheyenne Scott has 30 points.
Cheyenne Scott with her 30th point of the night. Tigers take a 3-point lead. But Danville answers. Woods with a layup. That'll be a foul on Danville. Jackson will go back to the free throw line.
And that's going to be Payne's second foul, team's 9th. And Jackson will go to the line and has a chance to extend her points to double digits.
Danville is not in good places with foul trouble. Jackson,
and
free throw good.
Excellent second half the Tigers have played. And the second one's good. So the Tigers lead us to 3. Rebounded by Baller.
Gray's shot is no good. Cheyenne dribbles, floater strong. Probably not a good shot right there by her. Woods attacking the basket. She's fouled. She will go to the free throw line. Foul.
Probably going to be on Cheyenne Scott.
Looks like it'll be on Amaya Baller. That'll be her 3rd. First free throw is no good. .356 left to go in this 4th quarter. Tigers 52, Vikings 49. Second free throw is good, all net. 52-50.
Yep. Stole the words right out my mouth.
I'm known to do that. I read people's minds pretty well. Bostic layup, no good. Fights for the rebound. Conaway out to Gray, pushing the bounce pass.
Great pass. Great pass by Gray.
To Naomi Woods. Tie game at 52. Nice pass by Gray. Jackson.
Oh!
And an offensive foul called on Alaria Jackson. Not sure about that one, but that'll be her 3rd foul. Close call, but
as Coach Herbert Burnett will say, if you didn't know the calls, why you sign up?
I think it's if you didn't know the rules, why'd you sign up?
Oh yeah, if you didn't know if you didn't know the rules, why you sign up?
As Conaway throws it over the backboard. Looked like she was launching a catapult right there as it went over the backboard.
Longtime coach Herbert Burnett.
But yeah, Steven, it's a little disappointing that you didn't know that, considering that's your
here we go.
Your home dog. You live right down the street from the guy, and you practically are a little hub. So.
Oh man, no. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a little hub.
I think it's not. I'm not too far off.
Yeah, that's correct.
And considering you're a referee, you should know that saying.
Yeah, and a funny story. Almost gave out my first tee last Saturday.
Oh boy.
I mean,
at a rec game, Steven, come on.
The coaches was hot, man. I mean,
at a Douglas Rec Center game, you almost gave a coach a tee.
Well, my boss said, he said if the coach gets out of hand, tee him up.
Oh, Steven, let the coaches coach, let the kids play. Jeesh.
Well, if you're reffing a game and you got a coach that's screaming at you all game, expecting every call to go your way, and he's literally on the court, man, you're gonna have to catch the tee. I told him, I said, if you say anything else, I'm going to tee you up.
Oh boy. And Steven going Teddy Valentine on the rec coach.
Man.
As Tigers will control it here. 3 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Tied at 52. We're in for a Great finish here at Oscar Adams Gym. Russell out to Jackson. She had an open look, but she'll pass it up. Layup is good.
Got it.
Nice decision by Ilaria Jackson. She's got 12. She's had a nice second half.
Stolen by Raven Russell, and she goes coast to coast.
Over to Scott. Oh.
No. I
She's called for
disagree.
the travel. Nice pump fake to get him in the air, but she might have walked.
I disagree.
Break for Danville because she would have had an open look. Again, Cheyenne Scott has 30 points on the night. Reminiscent of her sister, Ariel Scott, who was on this court for a little bit. For the short time that she was, she put up ginormous numbers as Haupt goes off the screen. Over to Gray, pump fake.
And the thing
She'll
is,
attack the basket. Woods for three. No good.
and Scott's older sister wore both jerseys. Wore both jerseys for the for.
Yeah, she did. She did. Well, she was a member of. Well, she went to Danville. I don't know if she was a member of the team.
She was a member, but she decided to
enroll at Illinois early, I believe it. A nice maneuvering of the screen by Aaron Haupt, and the three-pointer is good.
As Haupt has 11.
That's a great maneuver of the screen, and that'll be an offensive foul on Ilaria Jackson. I don't know if I agree with that one. It looked like he called it before it happened.
Before the contact.
Payne looked like she moved a little bit, but that's a huge call. That is Jackson's fourth foul. She will take a seat on the bench as Danville up by 150 left to go. Still face guarding Aaron Haupt. She has 11 points on the night. She just hit a big three. It's trapped in the corner. Out to Payne. She'll dribble it out. Looking to run something. Picks up her dribble. Timeout, Coach Hightower, Danville. We're in for a thrilling finish here, Stephen. 55-54, Danville over the Urbana. 126 left to go in this fourth quarter. Big storylines tonight. Aaron Haupt for Danville, the star player, only held to 11 points tonight. Cheyenne Scott, on the other hand, for Urbana, 30 points tonight. But Ilaria Jackson, the key member of the duo for Urbana, is on the bench with 4 fouls. So she just picked up a huge offensive foul. Now, Urbana's going to have to get a stop here. They're going to take the lead in this game, down by 1.
.126 here in the fourth quarter.
Gray over to Rose, over to Haupt. Haupt. Layup is no good. A nice move to get to the basket to free herself up. She might be a little gassed. She's had to work.
And Amaya Baller gets it.
And a great basket by Amaya Baller. Timeout, Coach Chris Menig. And a nice lefty layup by Amaya Baller. As the Tigers take a 1-point lead, less than a minute to go, as Ilaria Jackson will check back in for the Tigers. As Steven participates in a little foot stomping. Buddy, I hate to break it to you, but you don't have any rhythm.
Look like Herbert Burnett trying to.
You gotta invest in some dance classes, my boy.
Coming in the locker room dabbing after every win.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
The high step dab.
Oh, gosh. That's just flat out embarrassing.
Yeah.
The funniest part is when Coach V just looks at him when he does it. That's the funniest part. just stares at him like, what are you doing?
And he yells out during the game, Sheener!
Yes, the infamous Sheener. Or Peyton Sheen. Oh, man.
And then they call Miller time. It's Miller time.
This is true. But apparently Mr. 80 Waller wouldn't let Mr. Dutton say it's Miller time when you know how you run out for the starting lineups. 80 Waller did not think it was a good idea if Mr. Dutton said that. So, you know, Mr. Waller.
Wait, Dutton said that?
No, he asked if it was okay, and Waller was like, no. And a big play here. Danville turns it over on the inbounds play with less than a second running off the clock. Huge play there by the Tigers and a mistake and a miscue by Danville. Jackson up the right side. Ooh, Hezzy. Back to Russell. Pass. No! If they call an offensive foul, she is out of the game. Offensive foul. That's a ginormous call. The great move by Ilaria Jackson and dump-off pass to Russell. And she is out of the game with her 5th foul on an offensive foul. Huge call. I don't know. I think you just got to let that one go, man. That was a tremendous play, a great bounce pass, huge play. That could be a game changer. Haupt. Oh! And another foul by Urbana.
I disagree.
4th foul on Amaya Baller. She went for the strip. It's only the 6th team foul, so there's one. Next foul, Danville's on the bonus, but another big call. Haupt with the ball. Less than 40 seconds to go here in this Big 12 matchup. Senior night. Out to Gray for 3. No good. Buford up the court on the left side. She'll pull it out to Baller. The senior point guard on senior night gets fouled by Erin Haupt at half court. She'll go to the free throw line. Tigers up 1. 2 shots for the senior captain. This is going to be crucial for the senior night victories. She's going to have to knock down these 2 free throws
to seal the deal. Well, I wouldn't say seal the deal.
Not quite, Steven. Don't jinx it. Baller, first free throw good. 2-point lead. 26.9 seconds to go in this 4th quarter. Urbana leads by 2. Baller at the line for one more. Second free throw is good. 3-point lead. Coach Hightower barks out the play call. Rose will set it up to Haupt. Double teamed. Hounded by Akira Buford. Timeout, Coach Hightower in Danville. 13.3 seconds to go. Down by 3.
Man, what a game. What a game.
This has been an exciting game. One of the most thrilling girls basketball games I've ever been to. Come down to the wire. It's been up and down the entire matchup. Not just girls basketball games, but basketball, period. One of the best this season, one of the best winter broadcasts so far. Fittingly that it's the last girls basketball game.
Yeah. Colin Likas, News Gazette, WCIA, Channel 3. Shame on you for not coming out and watching this.
He's probably at Tri-County versus Olympia.
Well, Tri-County is in the...
Oh, my bad. He's probably at Thomasboro versus Piatt County. My bad.
Or the Central and Centennial game, which we all know Central's probably going to win that game.
Either way, the point is he's not at this game, and therefore it's irrelevant. So, you know, it's funny when Colin Likas is like, oh, yeah, you know, check out our photos from, you know, the Thomasboro versus Piatt County basketball game. Like, oh, okay. If you're Danville, they're thinking Haupt, but she is double teamed by Baller and Buford. So they're basically playing, the big shot by Danville's no good. They're playing 3 on 4, and that'll be a foul on Danville.
And Aaron Halp has fouled out of the game.
Aaron Haupt has fouled out of the game indeed. 2.3 seconds to go, and this one with a made free throw is about all she wrote. A tough game for Aaron Haupt. Leading scorer for this Danville Vikings team. She exits the game with 11 points. Double teamed on the last play, could not get a shot up. First free throw is no good. It's taken by Rose. And she barely missed it. That was real close. Almost went in. Buford, huge free throw. Second one is good. That will do it. Tigers for the last second shot thrown over the backboard. Tigers have won 2019 senior night. Urbana 59, Danville 55, and a great game by Cheyenne Scott. 30 points on the night. If we had a player of the game, she would be the player of the game, but we don't have a player of the game. But Urbana with a nice Big 12 conference win. They go to 18-11 on the season with a good note going into regionals next week against the winner of Central and Rantoul, and I believe it's in Rantoul. I don't know about that one, but either way, great win going into regionals. Should set them up for a memorable postseason run. Steven, your thoughts?
I mean, great second half by the Tigers. I mean, the energy was better than the first half, and they fixed the sloppy work, and they played as a team. And
yes,
when you play as a team and share the ball,
they did exactly what you said they needed to do. They erased a 12-point halftime deficit, win the second half by 16 points, and beat the Danville Vikings by 4. Well, this has been a memorable winter broadcast season for the girls. This is our 4th and final game, so we wish good luck to the senior girls, Courtney Falk, Esri Vesely, and Amaya Baller on their future careers and endeavors. And we've had the joy of watching them these last 4 years, and good luck to them in the future. And thank you for watching the senior night broadcast on the Tigers Media Network. Tune in next Friday for the boys basketball varsity senior night versus Peoria Richwood. So see you next week, and thank you for listening.
Stay safe, America.
Go Tigers.